What is up, boys? We're back here with another video. We're going back to the whole ChatGPT thing, using ChatGPT first to find the slowest bike in MX bikes. Once we find that slowest bike, we're going to take it in stock form and we're going to compare it to the default bike, which is going to be this right here. So the default is going to be MX2, MSM 250 XF. This is technically the slowest bike I think in the game as far as the 250s. If you're not considering the OEMs, okay, as far as the 250s go. But anyway, so this is it. And we're going to leave it looking just like this. So we're going to start with the MX2 OEM. What do you guys think right now is going to be the slowest bike in MX bikes? What do you guys think? And we're going to have the fastest as well. We're going to show you the fastest and the slowest according to ChatGPT. You can see I've already asked the question. It says in the MX2 OEM bikes, which is the slowest? It says, great question, blah, blah, blah. The slowest MX2 is going to be the Suzuki RMZ 250. And it says why it's slow, as you guys can see. So right here, it's going to say the fastest is going to be the KTM, second, Husqvarna, and I guess third is Gas, or maybe these are all in the class of like a similar class. Maybe they're all about the same. So we need the Suzuki RMZ 250, the slowest bike according to ChatGPT in the game. I'm just going to put it on the fastest setting there. That's all we're going to change the mapping. You know, we need as much speed as we can get, being that this is the slowest bike in the game. So let's go ahead and go to done here. Oh, it is going to make us kind of make this into a setup. And here we go. Let's see what lap time I get. Now, the lap time that I have set is from the KTM. Oh, yes, definitely significantly slower. I mean, it jumped pretty well on that. I can just slide myself back. Okay, definitely taking some getting used to. I mean, it don't feel too slow, honestly. A little bog there. Like, it's making some of these jumps pretty well that I've struggled with. Honestly, even on like the gas. Ooh, I don't know, guys. Because that double right there isn't that easy to do. Definitely slick without a setup. So let's see what we get. Okay. 103. My fastest, I think, on this track is a 101. Alright, so we're at a 103 on our first lap there. I'm going to be honest, it don't seem super slow. I mean, not the fastest, maybe? I don't know if it's going to actually record this lap. It's not. That's okay. I do feel like it's harder to go fast, though. Yeah, it's not going to get our lap time on that one. That's fine. We need practice anyway on this bike. Alright, here we go. Lap time. Messed up there. That's going to cost us time. So we're not really making that jump all the way. It's got good power going to second to third right there. Having to be real easy in these curves. Just to make sure we don't fall down. See, what do we get? I think we ran faster than a 103 on that one. 103.14 is kind of what we're averaging on the bike as of right now. We're going to see how, like, the difference. So we're going to kind of take that 103 for now. You know, I feel like that was a pretty good lap time. I feel like I'm limited with the traction of the bike, right? So we're going to go ahead and jump over to the default bike and kind of see where it stands compared to the slowest OEM bike. Let's see. Oh, it sounds so bad. Oh, goodness. Gearing is so short. Alright, default bike here compared to the, wow, slowest bike. Oh gosh, it's bad. Why does it almost feel... Why does it kind of feel fast somewhat? Like, we just made that jump pretty easy. You cannot steer it. It does not steer. It's going to take some practice to get this thing around the track to even get a lap time. If any of you guys ever rode... Oh my gosh. That's so hard. It does not want to steer. Alright, boys, here we go. It's going to be our 1 lap. I did a good bit of warm-up laps before this. Or a couple. I'm going to see where this thing stacks up. Oh, it's so bad. So hard to ride this bike. Not to mention, it sounds so horrible. Oh man, you gotta be so careful. Like you're riding on ice. On a bike that doesn't want to steer. Oh. My ears. We still made the triple though. It's like the power's not horrible, to be honest. It's just the sound and the handling. What did we get? Did we really run a 103 on this bike? A 104. So what did we run on the RMZ? Was it a 103? I think it was a 103. 103, so there's only a second difference in these bikes. That's actually kind of ironic, being that this one is so horrible. Like, you can barely ride this bike. I feel like with a setup, if you could actually ride the bike like you can the Suzuki, this one's going to be a good bit faster. What do you guys think? We're going to throw some setups on these powered from ChatGPT and see what we get. So here we have generated a setup. I said pro setup, so it said balance for grip and stability. We're going to copy all this over to the MSM 250 and see if we can go a little bit faster and stay up off the ground, you know, a little easier. Okay, we're going to do fuel to 1.6, which is up in the amount of fuel. Front suspension. Do 27 is what it's saying. Then it's saying 11 here. Saying 13 clicks here. At least we're getting somewhere here. 5 there, the oil, 115. And now let's go to rear suspension. That's going to be 240 pounds. You can only go to 256. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it kind of gives you, you know, things can be a little off. Low speed compression, 13. High speed compression, 1.5 turns. We're going to be 1.34 because you can't get to 1.5. Rebound, 14 clicks. And that's the max. Preload, 5 millimeters. Can you even go that low? You can. All right. Okay, let's see what it's got for the gearing. It doesn't really do the individual gearing, you know. It's saying 1349. So that's going to give us a little more top end, which I thought the bike was pretty fast already. So, yeah, you know, we'll see. You can't even go to a 22 millimeter on fork offset. Fork height, swing arm length, you can't even go up to a 4. Rod length, can you even go, you can go to a 149. Okay. So that's kind of what we got right there. So this is going to be our setup for the MSM 250. Jesus. I don't really know what gear I should be in. Okay, that felt better. We jumped further there. Oh, this is such a weird bike to ride, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Okay, it handled the curve a little better. I'm just like, I'm like weary of turning because I just know how it goes with this bike. Okay, I've wrecked there before. Still make her triple? You can still make her triple, so that's good. And I'm having to get used to this bike. This is such a hard bike to ride. You start out on the MSM 250 and move over to OEM, you're going to be a pro day one. Well, not really, but man, it's, yeah. The third gear does seem like the gear for that. Ran a 107, so we slowed down, but I think Bike is just so different. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. All right. We ran a 106. It said, I think it's still a 107. I'm tired of this bike. It's horrible. Even with the setup, it's definitely not as good as the Slowest MX2 OEM bike. Let's go back to the RMZ. Get a setup for that. We're going to come back here. All right. So you can see here we have our setup for the RMZ 250. And it's talking about making it faster because of its mellow power band. So that's what we need. So let's go ahead and go over here to Garage. We got slow RMZ. That's the one we're going to be. Fuel amount, 1.7. We'll do 1.69. I just feel like they should be lower always, but I don't know. Maybe it knows something I don't. 13.1. Okay. Front leverage, let's see, 18, 260. Don't have that option. Don't have that option. Let's see, and 220 for the rear disc. We do have that option. Suspension, what do we got here? 27, 12 clicks. Rebound, 13 clicks. Preload, 5. It likes the 115 for the oil I'm seeing in a lot of these 250s. Rear spring, pretty low, honestly, on the rear spring. We'll do, it's kind of the same both ways. We'll do 239, I guess. 14 clicks, 1.5 turns. Rebound, 14 clicks. Preload, 5. Drivetrain, what does it got us doing here? It's got us going for 1350, but it actually changed the gearing itself this time. It don't normally do that, which is interesting. It does have it. Maybe it has the others too. 2125. Yeah, that's got me confident that it does have it. Let's see. 1632. Maybe we weren't looking enough. Yeah, it has it. Okay, cool. And then it's going to be 1350. Okay, so we got all that. So that's the gearing, you guys. You're welcome to copy this as well. Got it on race, fork offset, 22, 5, 4, 148. Okay, it won't let us go to that. But we are pretty close. Let's go to done. So 2-track, and now we have our setup here, our setup for our RMZ 250. So let's see how this thing does. Okay, so it wasn't too terrible. Oh my gosh, this rides so much better than that MSM. Sounds better, rides better. Okay, that's definitely a third gear jump. Okay, I gotta learn the gearing. It definitely shortened third a good bit. Oh, yeah, we're able to lay this bike over. Oh no, third felt good right there. Maybe a little slick. What do we got? 103.66. And maybe our fastest, actually. Alright, here we go with like attempt number 4. I don't even know at this point, but we're gonna get... It's 102. We cannot make that jump in third. Oh no, almost went down there. Sorry boys, we're focused up here. Oh no, we may have jumped too far. Did we get it? I think we got a 102. Yes, we got a 102.94 with the RMZ. That was pretty tough to do, I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty darn tough to do with this bike thanks to ChatGPT, we were able to get it done. So maybe they do know what they're talking about when it comes to setups, okay? You guys are, like I said, more than welcome to copy that setup for your RMZ if you're a big RMZ fan, Suzuki fan, you know? But yeah, that's going to wrap this one up. A very fun video to make. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did making it. And that's going to wrap this one up, you guys. Got any more ideas for videos or anything you'd like to see? Comment them down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.